Hey guys, we are going to find the volume of a couple cylinders today. Now, if you're still confused about what volume is asking for, we're going to talk about that as we solve it. So first of all, the volume of a cylinder is found by pi, if you're not sure what pi is, I'll link a video for you in the corner, pi r squared h. So r is for the radius of our circle, which is from the middle to an outer edge, and h is for the height. Now this pi r squared might look familiar because guess what that is? That is just the area of a circle. So what we're actually doing is finding the area of the circle on our cylinder and then timesing it by how tall it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So on this one right here, to find the volume of this cylinder, I'm going to take pi times it by the radius squared. So my radius is 2. We're going to square that and then times it by the height, which is 8. All right, so next I'm going to do my volume is pi. 2 squared is 4, and 4 times 8 is 32. Okay, that looks a little funny because normally we would write it like this. Volume equals 32 pi. Now, there are a handful of people out there who would tell you just to leave it like this. We need to add units, but would tell you to leave it like this. This is called an exact answer because pi never ends, so you always have to round it. So some people don't like that, and they might tell you just to leave it like that. We are going to round pi. There you go. So for our purposes, we are going to just use 3.14 for pi. That's a pretty common one. If you're doing this for a class or something, your teacher will probably tell you how they want you to plug in pi. So go ahead and do what they ask. But when I do 32 times pi or times 3.14, I end up with 100.48. Now let's talk about what this means. Our units here are inches, but the volume of this cylinder is not 100.48 inches. It is 100.48 inches cubed. Now, if you're like, what the heck does that even mean? I want you to pretend we have this cylinder here. What the volume is asking me or telling me is how many little cubes that are 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch would fit inside of this cylinder. That's what volume is determining. So if I had 100.48 of those little cubes, that is how many would fit inside of this cylinder. Now, some of them might be cut since they're circles and things, but that is approximately how many would fit in there. And that's why whenever we do volume, our units are always cubed like that. Okay. All right, let's do this other one. Only thing that's different about this one is they've given me the diameter. They've given me all the way across my circle, but I want the radius, which is halfway across. Okay, so I just take 15, divide it by 2. So my radius is 7.5 centimeters, just halfway across. This one's on its side, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to do the same thing. So my volume is going to be pi times my radius, which is not 15, it's 7.5. So 7.5 squared times my height, which is 6. All right. Now, when I multiply that out, I have pi times 7.5 squared is 56.25. I did this earlier. I did not do that in my head. I wish I could do that. I would feel really cool. And then we're still timesing that by 6. Okay. So I just did 7.5 squared, got 56.25. Now we're going to take 56.25 and multiply it by 6. And I get, I'm going to write that one first. So 337.5, and we still have the pi. Again, handful of teachers or professors will want you to leave it like this. We're going to keep solving it down. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. So when I do 337.5 times 3.14, I get a volume of 1,059.75. The units we are in is centimeters, but it's not just centimeters. It is I don't know why I just said 7. It is centimeters cubed. So if I had this cylinder here, a little over 1,000 of those 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter cubes would fit inside. That is my volume. All right, if you need some more examples or you need some more volume videos, I will link some videos for you in the corner. Thanks.